Hello, everybody, and welcome to, unbelievably, the 12th episode of this utter nonsense. I'm with Tam, I'm with Tom, and as you can see, I'm not Tom, I'm Gary. Welcome, everybody. There is the professional introduction. Good evening.
For anyone that doesn't get that reference, it's kept coming up the saying under Gary's face. Well, when I'm looking at it, it gives you each person's name, and Gary's has been saying Tom for about the last three episodes. So that's why that I'm not Tom. He's got that under his name.
He's
a silly sausage.
I managed to.
Oh, you managed to change it.
Yeah.
By sheer flukes. I was trying to join the studio, and it come up edit name. I thought, finally.
To be
fair,
fair,
I've got anything against being called Tom, of course.
I can actually edit your names as well.
That's a concern.
Yeah.
We'll leave that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you spell ballbag again?
Ballbag. So yeah, we've made it to week 12, gents. Who'd have thought that?
And it's actually, as we said, this is the 13th one we've done because we did a pilot one, and that was before. That was just called Double T's. And then that was when we obviously got you on board as well, Gary. But yeah, frightening, mate. Frightening.
Made it.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
Some of us have been having more fun than others.
I'll tell you, everything is just.
I had a bit of feedback at work. I was telling Tam before we joined the studio, and I was at the canteen. Surprise, diabetes. It was a random tap on the shoulder from this guy in another department, and he's like, "Due to YouTube and TikTok videos," I'm thinking, "Oh my god!" And the overall feedback was that me and Tam need to leave you alone because he said that it's borderline bullying.
Well, thank you, random man.
And I said it wasn't actually random. Random? It wasn't borderline. It's actual bullying. It's not
actually bullying.
Yeah.
So I reassured him that will continue.
Yeah, will continue. And we take offence at the fact they said borderline. I thought we were fairly clear that we were in fact bullying.
We left it up the ante now.
Well,
yeah.
I've got no sonic duvet. No, I'm at a reasonable height.
Oh, mate.
It's just when the questions start coming, that's when it will get.
Yeah. You're all right to the questions, mate, and that's it. It's game over.
That's when the wheels fall off.
Yeah.
But all joking aside, I actually really enjoyed last week's episode.
That was great, mate.
It was a really good conversation with Mel.
Yep.
And I've done a bit of research looking up some of the names that he's thrown out, and yeah, it's not my cup of tea. I certainly won't be going. I won't be going there at night.
Well, after we done it and whatnot, I think I sent Tam a message a couple of days after saying the way that we done that, generally thought it worked really well with. We got so. I know we have this little conspiracy theories thingy segment, but something we want to open up to any interest. Something, even if we can learn about it, then
yeah, we could be anything.
And we'll
at all.
get someone on, and then we just kind of go like that with what we did with Neil. We can learn more about it. Anything really.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
We'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
We'll see what interest they've got.
Yeah.
So if anyone's got any interest that they'd like to discuss with us and teach us, and pop it in the comments and let us know. So we're always open to learning new things.
The comments in the video, not on friggin' Discord. I don't know how many times I have to tell you people this.
Perhaps we could get like an English teacher in.
English?
Do like
English?
Yeah.
There we go. It's not took long.
Sorry, mate.
Chernobyl.
Oh,
Watch that back so many times.
Oh, mate. I don't know. I have lost count of how many times I've watched that thing. It is just. Oh.
And funny or not, I haven't watched it once.
Oh, mate. The funny thing is, I think me and Gary find it funnier than anyone else. Nobody else seems to be watching it. But it just. Oh, it was great. Sorry, what were you saying there? I made an English Teacher.
Yeah, just get one of them on for Tom.
Nice.
Probably do with it, to be fair.
Yeah.
What I love the most is when you're doing the quiz, you can almost see the anxiety building when you're about to read the question.
I think this is what it is now.
You go,
You say it and you're like,
God,
oh no, I've done it again.
I'm just
Oh,
going to have to
lovely.
really simplify the questions.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens this
I
week, shall
love
we?
it, mate. Love it. Love the quiz. The quiz is
Yeah.
great. Just a good laugh.
Ah,
A bit
Different
of, a bit
format
of
for it tonight.
light-hearted silliness. Oh, have you changed it? Changed it up?
Yeah.
Oh, nice, mate. Nice.
Taking this other bit of feedback on board. Trying to be a little bit more enthusiastic.
Yeah. Ish.
Or not?
Thought I'd try a different way to. Anyway, we'll get to that when we get to the quiz.
There's no spoilers. What's the
No.
topic of conversation tonight then?
Well, since we've not got anyone else here, I thought we'd stick with the conspiracy thing. But this one is actually a conspiracy theory that turned out to be true. So, let's play the little jingle. Sorry, let's get jingled.
Let's get jingled.
It's got its
will take.
catchphrase already.
Yeah, mate, it's... So yeah, this is to do with, I don't know if you've heard of it, MK Ultra. It was some CIA mind control program thing that they did back 50s or 60s. I actually made a video up of it because I love all this kind of stuff. So I'll put that on if you fancy watching that. You know, that takes a couple of minutes. I can see Tom's like, nah, sorry, I don't really want to watch
Is it the one
that.
that I've seen?
You've seen it, mate, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll put this on and then we can have a wee chat about it. It just gives you some background information about MK Ultra, because a lot of people have never even heard of it. But this has actually been brought out to be actually true. Here we go, boys. Throughout history, there have been secret programs that blur the line between science and madness. MK Ultra is one of the most notorious. But what exactly was it? And what truths lie hidden beneath the surface? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the mysterious world of MK Ultra, the CIA's mind control program that has captivated conspiracy theorists and researchers alike. Buckle up as we explore its origins, experiments, and the ethical dilemmas that continue to haunt us. MK Ultra began in the early 1950s during the Cold War, a period marked by paranoia and the fear of communist brainwashing. The CIA sought to develop techniques for interrogation and mind control, fearing that the Soviet agents were using drugs and psychological tactics against the US. Officially sanctioned in 1953, the project aimed to explore various methods of manipulating mental states, from psychedelic drugs like LSD to hypnosis and sensory deprivation. The agency delved into a realm of uncharted psychological territory. The experiments under MK Ultra were as diverse as they were unethical. One infamous branch was Project Artichoke, which specifically focused on interrogation techniques. Subjects, many unwitting of the test, were exposed to drugs, including high doses of LSD without their consent. Many of the individuals involved suffered long-term psychological effects, and the moral implications of using human subjects without consent were largely ignored. The public only learned about MK Ultra in the 70s when Senate hearings began to reveal the shocking details, that raised questions about human rights and the integrity of government institutions. One surprising outcome was how the revelations led to crucial debate over the ethics of experimentation and informed consent in research. The programme was officially halted, but the legacy of MKUltra continued to impact our society. Despite the programme being discontinued, many conspiracy theories have flourished. Some claim that aspects of MKUltra persist in modern psychological operations. Are we witnessing the evolution of these techniques today? From films to novels, the idea of mind control and psychological manipulation captures our imagination and fears, making MKUltra a cultural phenomenon. As we look back on MKUltra, we're left with many questions. How far should we go in the name of science? What are the ethical boundaries that should never be crossed? And can we truly trust our government with our minds? If you found this exploration of MKUltra intriguing, be sure to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into history's mysteries. And let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about the ethics of experimentation? Until next time, stay curious. Yeah, there you go.
Love that.
You know what the funny thing is? See that music thing? The music for it, I'd made that to annoy Michelle. Because she said about a dance song. I was like, anybody could write a dance song? So I'd made that, and then I made it the most annoying tune ever. And that's why
Quite catchy.
it came into existence.
I've heard a lot worse.
Yeah.
Before we get on to like the proper series of it, can I just ask you again to say history's mysteries?
Oh, mate.
Tom's finally got on in.
Yes.
Go on, Tam, say it. It's taken you 12, well, strictly speaking, 13 weeks.
Not to be
Be
fair,
able to get one.
you have called me out on something else before that I said. I can't remember what it was, but it was something the way I said it. I can't remember what it was though.
But it sounds like that one was quite difficult.
History's mysteries.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, all seriousness, loved it. Really, really
I
interesting.
don't know if there was a guy that was in it. Don't know if you've seen the picture of the guy with the beard. What's his name again? Is it Ted Kaczynski? He was the. Was it Ted? I mean, I made that up.
The name sounds familiar.
You think about it, I would need to look it up. I'm sure it was Ted Kaczynski, and he was the Unabomber. And apparently he was part of the MKUltra thing. That's the.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and that's what there's a lot of things saying that that's linked to why he did what he did, because it basically fucked his brain up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
If you look into it, honestly, God, he was. They're going to say it's unproven, but he definitely was in that program thing.
because so obviously after I watched that a while ago, found out that film on it.
Yeah, I took that out.
And,
There was a trailer in the main one I'd done, but I took that out just for.
So I watched most of it. I haven't seen him come up or anything.
Yeah, no, he was.
But what I seen was brilliant. But even at the start of it, it's like how it started going. So the scientist behind it, can't for the life of me remember his name. He was doing something for it anyway. He was like studying this, like how it can affect people and whatnot. But he wouldn't get the backing.
Yeah,
he wouldn't get the. They were just shutting him off, saying you can't do that, you can't do that, and that's when the CIA picked him up to back it.
Yeah. I mean, I've written down a couple of things as I was watching it that immediately come to mind.
it's frightening.
The first thing is they talked about consent, about medicating against consent.
Yeah.
The first thing that immediately comes to mind is for some people in such an extreme mental state, they're not in a position to give consent anyway.
Yeah.
And the second thing is just after I wrote it down, they sort of touched on it a little bit about some of these practices are still used in modern day psychology. So where do you draw the line between psychology and mind control?
I mean, the thing is with that as well is there was some people that were getting tested with that, there was nothing wrong with them. I mean, it was just, this is what they were doing. I think they were just doing like benchmark things, and all they were doing is fucking people's heads up. So it's heavy duty stuff. I mean, that's, yeah. As you say, mate, it's, where do you draw the line? It's frightening.
Yeah, because surely psychology is an element of mind control, because it's reprogramming the way that your brain...
Try to rewire how you think of things and stuff like that, mate, yeah.
But at what point is it unethical, if that's the right phrase to use?
That, it is exactly that, but it's
more about the intention of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's your intention for it?
But that's when you go, well, how do you define what unethical is? That's what it's. You're always going to have these arguments, aren't they? They're just going to argue that, well, no, it's not unethical because whatever. It's for the greater good, or some nonsense like that. Yeah.
Because I do wonder how many of like the most extreme, I know when you see on the news like random murders and it's just clearly obvious that they're just not in a very good mental state at all. I can't help but wonder how, if these people have been in the system and their failings of the medical system that have just gone out of control and it's too late.
I feel
and
like
they go to an extreme.
If those, I can't remember what, is it the Columbine school massacre? I can't remember their names, the two boys. It was back in the 90s.
Oh, I have no idea.
But the two of them, but then they try to blame it on quite the kind of music and they were listening to, because they were listening to like Marilyn Manson, and it was all this sort of, fucking what? The guy's got millions and millions of followers and listeners, and you don't see them getting out with machine guns and gunning down school children. It's just, what are you talking about?
Well, to be honest, that's almost a whole other can of worms, isn't it? Because the music industry, there's a lot of talk of satanic messages hidden in songs, and
mate, I've been hearing
artist
that.
logos.
I mean, the fact that I'm a heavy metal fan, obviously, you guys know that, and I've been listening to that from the 80s. It is utter nonsense. It's like, as if you get about slaughtering pigs and all that. It's like, fuck, he's talking about. It's just music. It's like, there was one of the ones in America. It was that bad that these guys were having to go up in front of magistrates in America and all that sort of stuff. They had, like their high courts or whatever it is, because they were trying to say they'd backward messages in their records. Yeah. That's it. There was a band that I know you would never have heard of them. There was this band. Oh God, I can't even remember the name of them. But they were called in. They're basically known as black metal. That was the name of their album. And they were accusing them of having backward messages in their songs. And the guy turned around and went, "What are you talking about? What songs are about the devil and all that?" It's like, there's forward messages in their songs. It's just like, what the hell are you on about? It's just utter drivel.
Yeah. But I guess people can just hold on to one thing that they see or how they interpret it, and that's what it is.
I think it's the Christian thing, the Bible Belt stuff over in America. That doesn't help. That definitely doesn't help.
They're very religious over there, aren't
they?
Yeah,
especially down south, the more southern parts. But it is
we're going off topic of mind control, but on the topic of America and its religion, did you watch Trump's inauguration?
No, but I heard about Elon Musk's beautiful signal. I've seen that.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
No, it wasn't one of his better moments.
Definitely wasn't one of his better moments. And they had a preacher on there doing like the religious aspect, and yeah, that was intense.
Genuinely, mate, I wouldn't give the guy any headspace. I wouldn't even watch him. Anything he's on, he's a fucking lump of wood. A dangerous, dangerous man. I agree with some of the things that he says. I'm not saying that there's certain things that you go, no, I get that, but you're going, he's a dangerous, dangerous man. He's going to end up burning this planet to the ground, man, honest to God. I think we'll be lucky to get out of this presidency alive. He's a fucking loon ball.
They're unpredictable, isn't he?
He just antagonises everyone. You just can't help yourself. Just a fucking
That's
moron.
the thing, though, isn't it? It's just as he pleases. There's no
Yeah.
anything behind it. He just does what he wants.
Yeah.
I don't even know how he got back in. They must be. I haven't got a clue, to be honest.
I think it's just the left's so weak over there now, innit? I think that's the problem.
Yeah. Well, controversially, I can't help but agree with some of the things that you said. I agree he's very unpredictable and Captain is dangerous, but there's some of this stuff that you think, actually, fair play, I wish we'd done that.
That's what I said, mate. I said that before. I said he was a fucking loon ball. There's certain things that he has said, you go, no, I do agree with certain things that he said. But there is, but no. Sometimes it's if he's trying to be controversial for the sake of it.
Yeah. Elon Musk's doing the same, though. He's muscling in, isn't he?
No, he's a fucking roaster.
Into politics, and you think, I get it, mate. You've got so much money, you just don't know what to do next. And it's like, pick the right tree to piss up, because you're not a politician. But you're just minted.
You're going back to it, you're saying going away from mind control, but you're going, media is a form of mind control, and these social media fucking things, this guy can spew any old shite he wants, and it can influence, especially youngsters. The younger generations can influence them. That is basically mind control. It's brainwashing. It's basically brainwashing. You can get these people to agree with your point of view.
Bit like them, the Tate brothers not long ago, and the big schools banning them, because of the messages that they were sending to young lads. Yeah,
the toxic meal thing and all that.
Yeah, like women should be in the kitchen.
Andrew Tate, wasn't it? Is it Andrew Tate?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just media, isn't it?
But that's what it is now, isn't it? That's how they do it now. They can push anything they want on you.
Yeah. My youngest son done it, watching the Trump thing. Straight away, he went, is that Elon Musk in the background? I'm like, mate, you're 11. How do you know who that clown is? Like, and like my eldest was like, oh, that's Jeff Bezos. Like, really? You should be watching The Simpsons or something. Like, you should know who these guys are.
Yeah, no,
crazy.
That's how they see it all, though, isn't it?
That's the thing. They look up to these people as well because they think that's the dream, is to get to that. All that money, and unfortunately, it's just the world that they're getting brought up in now. But it is what it is.
Yeah, it sure is. But back to mind control, which is actually what we're meant to be talking about, but we keep going off on tangents. Is this, I know you said it's been a proven conspiracy.
Yeah.
Is there any modern day stories of where is like evidence of it still taking place?
That I don't know, mate. I would need to look into that, but I wouldn't. I'd imagine there's going to be some element of it, but not to that extent. Because apparently it was going on. I mean, it was going on for decades. It was horrific. Hell, man, people killing themselves and all that because basically the brain was mush. It's not pretty.
Definitely give the film because it does even like just watching that, and then it opens up like say how they started it, and then how some of the patients were picked, and it's a lot of it as well. You remember, obviously it's two completely different times now. So back then there was this one patient on it, and it was the mum was all worried and concerned, but the dad was a bit like, "He's not right. Don't want nothing to do with him. Fix him however you can."
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it was when it was like,
that was the thing.
Stick him in there.
He didn't understand mental health stuff and all that as well back in those days.
There's no such thing, was there?
Yeah, like there's something fucking wrong with you. Sort yourself out.
And they're just like picking them like that, finding the desperate parents and the vulnerable people. I know you said they just got people in to do it as well. You obviously just wanted free drugs. But
well, yeah, that's the other element of it, isn't it?
But I mean, there's loads of these things, the conspiracies that have been proven true. I think would maybe worthwhile looking into some of them as well. Some of them are you're like, what? And they're actually true. They get hanged out to be true. So they want to do with they were deliberately withholding drugs from, is it black males? It's syphilis. That was American government, and people were dying and all that, and they had the stuff there that they could have cured them easily. They just wanted to check to see what the effects were.
Yeah.
Like, oh. We'll
There's an element
we'll
of
dive
that,
into that one. That one is.
Yeah, 100%. There's an element around COVID, and it's always a bit of a topic you've got to tread carefully because everyone's got a different viewpoint on it, and some people may have lost someone close to them due to COVID, etc. But there's so many conversations happening around knowing that the vaccines were never going to work or have a difference, but it was all a business front to make money, and they know that there's natural remedies out there that will actually have more of a benefit than the vaccines themselves. And I guess it's a bit like that the conversations are happening. It just depends on what side of the fence that your gut feel is as to how much you want to believe it, isn't it? And everyone's well entitled to believe what they want, but
I work in a hospital, mate, so I can assure you that it was fucking carnage. It was during the height of it. It was fucking carnage. It was frightening times, man. Honestly, there was people dying all over the place. It was mainly the older. That was the thing. That's how they were saying about the herd immunity thing they were going on about. You're going, you do that, and all these old people are just all going to fucking die. I mean, that's what's going to happen. Essentially, that was what did happen. I can assure you, it wasn't fucking. That was doing a many. No, I'm just saying, mate. A lot of people, you'd be going. There was a lot of people went to the mortuary during that time.
Yeah, no, 100%.
There's certain wards they had that they basically took patients in. That was where they were going to die because it was basically were fucked. But yeah.
It's points more around corporate companies.
That
actually in on it, like the PPE scandals and
I do
stuff like that. And you think worldwide pandemic, and there's people that capitalise on it, aren't there?
It was like Michelle Moan, wasn't it? She was fucking found out she'd been doing stuff, and it was she wasn't equipped to do whatever it was that she'd been given the contract for, and she was on the TV crying and all that, saying, "Oh, I didn't know," and all this shit. Yeah.
You put it so nicely.
It's like so when it happened, Donald Trump told everyone that you just need to drink bleach.
You could see
there was people in America like 2 gallons of toilet dirt.
So it was the science advisor behind him or to the side of him. You could just see her like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he didn't literally mean bleach.
But he asked the question. He said about if you could drink that, would that have the same effect? And the science advisor's like, see the most powerful man in the world, and he's fucking advising people to drink bleach. Fuck me.
The worrying thing is, though, people looked at him and went, okay. Donald says, let's go.
That goes to it. That shows you that there's people out there that will believe everything that's put in front of you.
Yeah.
And take it like gospel.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. But like another example of like corporate companies cashing in on it was when you had to go to the shop, queue outside, one in, one out. And you go in and there's a pot of hand sanitizer for fucking 500 quid. And you're like, really?
Mate,
there was $1.99 earlier.
There was people coming out of the hospital and stealing the hand sanitizers out of the hospital. I swear to fuck. They were actually having to...
I can believe it.
They were see the wee tie wraps. They were having to tie wrap them onto these sort of brackets to stop people stealing them.
Yeah, can believe it. Price chops for charging.
Mental. Yes. But no, I wholeheartedly agree that I think that there is a lot of investigations going on that are going to uncover a lot of stuff, a lot of shenanigans during the whole pandemic stuff with the vaccines and shit like that.
Yeah. God, we've gone off on some right tangents, haven't we?
That's the biggest
conspiracy
benefit was the toilet roll companies.
Toilet roll.
What? That's just frightening. You need to get toilet paper and fuck. What do you mean you have no toilet paper?
Yeah. I remember
that's the first thing to go.
Yeah, but you go out, you look at it and you go, I didn't see any of the symptoms saying you'll shit yourself to death. It's like, fucking hell.
I know, man. It's,
you walk in and when you survive, you get... Sorry, go on.
No, go on, mate.
So this is where you go in and you need like you need like your cans to survive if you're not going out or anywhere, like long life food and stuff like that. No, toilet roll. I can go and pick
Toilet
up all
roll.
my soup and everything. Fine, not an issue. If I need to wipe my ass, I've got no chance.
No. That was the first thing they started rationing. Remember, like when you had to get your shopping delivered. You had to get your shopping delivered. And you're like, can only have one toilet roll, one tin of baked beans. And I might as well just go with that.
The funny thing is, I know quite a few people just through various things that I've done now on my old website I used to run. So I know people in a lot of different parts of the world. So I'd put on a post on Facebook going, is it just in Britain that everybody's fucking went nuts for toilet roll? And then somebody from Canada, and we're going, no, it's the same here, we've no toilet paper. In Australia, everywhere, just, no, everybody's buying toilet paper. So, what the fuck is it with toilet paper? Bananas.
Bananas, yeah. They were going.
Good source of potassium.
Get your potassium in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man, they are weird times. Do you ever, like, see stuff on Facebook every now and then or TikTok and it's like, can you believe we done this? And it was like a video of the police driving around Hyde Park in London going, do not sunbathe. You are not permitted to sunbathe. And you think, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Like, we was allowed out for an hour. And I remember walking up the middle of the road and it was like the zombie apocalypse. I was like the only person there. And you think, what is happening?
Because that was a lot of the conspiracy people were saying, is this them testing the waters for the 1980 thing and all that? They might do that sort of controlling the masses sort of thing. Big Brother is watching. It's like, is that them testing the water for that to see? You go, who knows?
No. Well, they've already talked about doing another test on the alert system, haven't they? Later this year.
Right? Have they?
Yeah, that's come out in the news the other day. I think it's planned for later in the year, but when we all get that emergency text, like the broadcast,
yeah,
it's going to be another one of them this year, and you just think, is there something behind this? Or is it just genuine testing, planning for the worst? What have we learned? What have we learned from the last pandemic?
See,
No.
now with that, I think something like that is needed because I honestly believe we're getting so closer to being a war.
Annihilated. See, to be honest, Tom, see if it does become a war, you won't need that, mate. We'll all be fucking evaporate. We'll just evaporate. We'll incinerated or any other word that ends in "ate."
Sat in the dining room under the table with 5 packets of toilet roll.
Yeah. There's a fucking...
You can take my freedom.
Yeah.
You're not taking my address.
Gives Braveheart a whole new meaning, don't it?
Yeah.
It really does. The modern day man with his 9-pack of bog roll.
Yeah. That's it. If you've got diarrhea, isn't it? And you're sitting there like that, brave fart.
There we go.
33 minutes.
Thanks, mate.
Well done.
I held off, guys. Did you see my make it snappy comments, Gary? My wee jokes, mate? On the weekly roundup?
Oh no, I've got that to watch later. I haven't seen it yet.
2, mate. 2 of them.
I did see someone commented, how did
yeah, it was a great podcast apart from him using the make it snappy joke, please.
So that's some really what's the word? Constructive criticism there. That was like in depth.
Yeah.
Don't do this, don't do that. Tam, stop making your jokes.
I think that was you that said that, though, I think.
Yeah. Someone said that it was a pleasant surprise because this is the first time they saw you without a hat on.
That was Pete.
Pete Stewart.
Yeah, it was Pete the surprise. Once again, Pete,
haven't
got it for you.
He's going to be the first one to buy a calendar, isn't he?
Yeah. Just be Tom.
No hat on. Just a bobble out covering his modesty.
I'll get it sent to you, Pete. Don't worry.
Yeah. God. I've got to sleep tonight, boys. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
Go on, that.
It's all mind control.
The one on my head.
MK Ultra. Tom in your mind. I do like the topic though. But it'd definitely be interesting to delve into conspiracies that have been proven true. Because the word conspiracy is always associated with that's a load of bollocks.
Fuck's sake. What you say?
Oh, he's doing a Tom.
Here we go.
Yeah, conspiracy is always associated with utter nonsense, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it'd be good to actually see the ones that are true.
But that's it. I'm always wary of them though, because of the fact that people tend to then they go, I see that's true, so that means they're all true. You go, well, no, it's not. The majority of them are proven to be absolute nonsense, but it does make you think. Don't just dismiss it. Sort of look into it. Yeah,
100%.
but there is a lot of them. It's a lot.
Always got to be open-minded with these things. Haven't you?
So yeah, MK Ultra.
So we've done the main discussion point. Are we getting ready for Tom's enthusiastic quiz under a new format?
Yeah, you want a wee jingle, mate? I don't think I've got a jingle, have I? I done this fucking last week.
You done this last week.
And the week before. And the week before.
Are you ready for this, mate?
So let's get jingled.
Thank you, Gary. See, before you go on, Tom, I need to take a picture of this, Gary. Your wee bit at the bottom. The boys have to see this. It's just too funny, mate.
So you really concerned, Tom, with what's coming through on the screen?
I need to put it into the group, mate. It's the I'm not Tom thing. It just cracks me up. Every time I look at it, it's just kind
what on earth what he was on about.
I'm like, what is on display?
So yeah, different format this week. Thought we'd spice it up a little bit.
I'm intrigued, mate. I'm intrigued.
So it'll be a minute each. Most questions wins.
Yeah.
Answers. Let's just sit here silently and all nod.
Well, I'm just thinking what happens, because the inevitable is going to happen.
You're going to go,
Yeah. If you completely fuck up a question and the whole minute's me just dying in the corner.
Chernobyl?
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl?
Ferrero Rocher. Reykjavik.
Your minute's already started, Gary.
That's all right. I'm in. Like, can we have can we have a rule where we can like time out if you've completely fucked it up?
So how about then, instead of I do the time, just I weren't expecting much. So you've got like a few questions each. So we'll just go through one at a time.
So that's the same.
Well, no, because we're not timing it.
We got a new format.
Well, new format.
It's exactly the same as the last.
It's called a quiz.
No, is it Tam will get all his first, and then Gary will get all of his.
I like the alternate version of it, though. I quite like the
We're
alternate
going back to
version.
the old one. This is what happens when you try and spice things up a bit.
Is that what Liz told you, mate?
She going back to the old one.
Oh,
You know, yeah, it sounds like a really good new format, Tom.
Yeah.
yeah, that's not going to happen this week. We'll just go back to the old one.
It needs refined. It's not even started yet.
Well, because I've done that, I didn't get a tiebreaker.
I'll get a
you've
tiebreaker.
How are you going to get a tiebreaker if you know the answer?
No, you two can do the tiebreaker then. You can go for
Just going to send it to me
my
as well.
I'm feeling quite confident I'm going to win this week, mate. I'll do the tiebreaker.
You know what? I was feeling pretty confident as well.
Yeah, mate. Tom's ruined it. Just can't help yourself, Tom.
What's it now?
Because even if it had been your minute to be fair, we'd be lucky if we got one question each in a minute. We would still want a tiebreaker at the end. The tiebreaker is the quiz.
That is the G&T's part of the quiz.
That's just the ridiculousness of the quiz. It doesn't matter how well you do, you could be undone with a tiebreaker.
Well,
You two created this monster, and now you're trying to kill it.
I'm hoping
very
someone
much
else will
on board.
take over and be willing to do the quiz.
It wouldn't be the same.
No, it's
You are the chief quizmaster.
No, I don't like that title.
And
Yeah.
I wouldn't enjoy these quizzes as much if they just went smoothly. So,
if they went professionally.
yeah. So carry on doing what you do best. And that's shit quizzes.
That's made an arse of it.
Who's going first then?
Give it a minute. Let's do it.
Right. We'll just go back to how we was doing it before then. So, Tam, question 1.
I love how you say that as if we asked for you to spice it up. Two of us were more than happy to go along the way it was going. It's plodding along.
Well, I know now. In future, don't try and change anything.
Don't try and reinvent the wheel, mate. You can't
Question
perfection. What?
Let me get the question out.
Sorry, mate.
Otherwise, I'm going to start.
As long as
It's
it's
not
just
going
a
to come out
question.
how I
you
want
get
it
out.
to. In March 2013, Belgium released stamps with which flavour glue?
Falefa?
Falefa.
Falefa.
Question 1.
Falefa?
You're just picking it out. I said flavour.
No, you did not, mate.
You fucking did not. You said Falefa.
Falefa?
Fucking question 1. See, minute gone.
Oh, I'm going to go for Toblerone. I don't know if that's
Very
from Belgium.
specific.
That's Switzerland, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it just chocolate then?
It is just chocolate.
It's
So
Belgian
we
chocolate.
got the choice to have a second guess today.
No, it's just chocolate. It's just Toblerone's chocolate.
It's chocolate. Toblerone's chocolate.
Stop trying to derail it, Gary. You're just... Jeez, oh, mate.
That was the point that I was banking on. I thought this is going to come over to me. I'm going to get it right. I'm going to get off to a good start.
Or did you get much Belgian post?
Yeah, all the time.
Now we got.
What are you waffling on about?
Have we got any Belgians in the group?
Don't think so, mate. They may very well have, but I don't think they have.
Tempted to see if they ask them if the stamps did actually taste like chocolate.
Mm. What flavor are the stamps?
Sorry,
say
question 1.
What?
Artist Sam Taylor Wood created a 67-minute video of which sportsman sleeping?
Can I have a question again, please, Tom?
No.
What?
But you generally need it.
Yeah, Jen.
Artist Sam Taylor Wood
Yeah.
created a 67-minute video of which sportsman sleeping?
67 minutes. Eddie the Eagle.
I'm going to guess that that's wrong. I'll go for Ronaldo.
It was David Beckham.
Oh, wasn't far off.
You ever seen the film about Eddie the Eagle?
No,
Yeah.
I keep meaning to watch it. I've never got around to it.
Taron Egerton, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Great film. Sam, question 2.
The Eagle.
It's all right. I've just had one and I've skipped it because I had to say something in French.
Oh, please don't
you've
skip
got to
it.
ask it. No, you can't skip it. Can't skip it. I'm
So,
going to
Tam,
do it.
question 2.
Wait.
What name is given to the area of the USA that suffered hardship as a result of drought and windstorms in the 1930s?
Louisiana.
No, well, not what state. It's just what is given to the area.
What? Say it again. What was the question? Did you think it was a state he was looking for there, Gary? That can't be the one.
Yeah, I was getting ready to steal with another state.
So what was the question again? Ask the question.
What name is given to the area of the USA that suffered hardship as a result of drought and windstorms in the 1930s?
Area.
I think I'm down there.
No,
It wasn't.
I'm going to take a punt. Is it the Windy City?
it better not be. I was going to say that, and I thought no, because that's Chicago.
I thought it was worth a guess when you said storms.
See, I didn't say it makes I didn't want to look stupid.
Just bold.
I have heard of that, to be fair.
Just bold.
Dust.
Just bold.
Oh, Dust Bowl. Yeah. Where's that then?
In America, mate.
Just you saved me on that one.
Yeah. Mr. Geography.
Missed my calling.
Quickly before we go on to the next one, and Gary just said Mr. Geography. Is anyone else annoyed that they don't teach kids properly in schools about geography and where places are? And all it is about mountains and fucking what type of brick a house is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
mate.
No.
you're asking the wrong person because they tried to teach me geography at school and I wasn't interested. So we've probably picked up on in the last 12 quizzes that my geography knowledge is
Yeah.
not great.
It's almost as good as my maths.
Debatable. Right. Gary, this one's for you.
Thank you, Tom.
During World War II, ABC newsreader Wilfred Pickles provoked complaints because of his what?
He's caught. Because of his pickle.
His pickle is not the answer.
Find the pickle offensive. Oh, fucking hell. I'm going to take a guess and say that he had a moustache that looked a little bit like Adolf Hitler's.
Oh, it's not right though, but good guess.
That was a good guess, but I actually thought you may have been onto something there. I bet you some silly he wasn't wearing a tie.
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
Because of his Yorkshire accent.
Mm.
It's a strange thing to find upsetting.
Especially when there's fucking bombs landing all over the place.
You think that's the least of your worries?
Yeah.
Poor Mr. Pickle.
You must have been a right pickle, Mr. Pickle.
Tom, question 3.
Give us it.
The Duke of Edinburgh was born a prince of both Greece and which other country?
Technically, he's not the Duke of Edinburgh because he's fucking dead. Germany.
No. Got a feeling Gary knows this one.
It's Austria then.
You've just had your guess. You can't then keep spouting out countries open.
Do you know what though? I was going to go with Germany because I've watched the program and I seem to recall them having German ancestors, but it's obviously not right. I'm going to say Russia.
It's a bit left field.
Well, why not? It wasn't the answer I thought it was, so let's go for something else.
Denmark.
I remember watching something, and he was flying back to Germany in the German plane. Is it a Junker? Can't remember how you pronounce it. Sorry, Tom. That's probably usually your track.
If
Stop
you want to
stealing
take over
Tom's-
this week, feel free.
Yeah, stop stealing Tom's shit.
Denmark and Greece.
I would never have picked Denmark.
No,
There you go.
Question we're on now.
Gary.
Gary.
come on.
Who said,
Yeah.
if I see something sagging, bagging, or dragging, I'll get it nipped, tucked, or sucked?
Could have swore you said that in Liverpool, Tom.
Tucked or sucked? No, dear mate, absolutely no idea. Never
It'll be
heard
very
that.
obvious as soon as you hear the answer.
Alison Hammond.
Fuck, it was Jordan.
Dolly Parton.
I was thinking of her and I thought, no, it wouldn't be her.
Oh,
Because she has got the big hands. The big hands she's got.
big hands, little feet.
Yeah.
That's a tickle.
Yeah.
This is tickle.
Yeah.
Damn, your question.
Goes a bit.
A hit in 2004, the Outkast song Hey Ya, popularised the phrase shake it like a what?
Coming in for the still.
Shake it. Shake it like a baby maker. Something that's good, right?
Polaroid picture.
Polaroid picture.
Nah, mate.
Finally, got a point.
Gary's question. Thing. Yeah. Ronald Reagan's quote. Why you roll your eyes already?
I'm not going to know it, am I?
In his 1986 State of the Union speech, where we're going, we don't need roads, is from which film?
Debbie Does Dallas. Where we go and we don't need roads. Oh,
Does Tom know this?
Yep. 100%, mate.
gosh. I had it quoted before, but we're going to be here all year, and I'm still not going to guess it. Go on, Tam.
If only you could get back to the future, mate, huh?
Back to the Future.
Great movie, mate. Great movie.
1986. I wasn't even born. How old were you, Tam?
64.
What age was I? Okay, man, it was either 13 or 14.
Yeah.
On a, not like a jokey note, but Liz started watching that new show that's come out, I don't know if it's ITV or something, about Lockerbie.
I've not seen
And,
it yet, mate. I'm going to watch it, though.
Do you know what she said to me? She goes, did you ask Tam if he remembers that? Because he would have been old back then.
Fuck you, Liz. Fuck you.
No, that's what she generally turned around and said. She goes,
But when was it? Late 80s?
It was the
89, something
it was
like that?
80s because,
86, wasn't it?
yeah, I think it was 86.
The sad part is, I'm saying fuck you, Liz, and I actually do remember it.
Yeah.
It's quite a lot of crazy stuff.
Went out
happened
of thingy, it was just,
back. But yeah,
because what was she? can't remember what she said she would have been. Well, I don't think she was born. Or 2.
I'd have been in high school anyway. Or secondary school.
Yeah.
Who says high school?
It was around that.
That's
It was
secondary school.
definitely around that time.
Yeah.
And what amazes me though is watching it. I've heard of the Lockerbie bombing. Having watched it now, for something as drastic as it was that killed so many people, it's not really talked about.
You know.
I mean, obviously it is now because we've got a TV program, but other than that, you think every year with 9/11, which is horrendous, we always make a point of going, it's 9/11 today.
It's because it's America, mate. I'm not belittling the thing, what happened there. I mean, it's fucking horrific. But it is because it's America. It's one of those things.
Yeah, it's such a horrendous thing to happen that isn't really talked about.
And the fact that 9/11 was in New York as well, I think that's a big part of it. It was such a iconic thing that happened.
Well, you say that, but it's the same thing about the tube as well.
Yeah.
The one, what's the shooting that happened in Scotland?
Yeah.
Andy Murray was up there. He was at school at the time, wasn't he? There?
Don't believe
that was at school. That's never mentioned unless it's referenced by Andy Murray that he was at school there.
I remember that happening. I remember I worked in a place. I worked in an abattoir at that time. So there was a lot of burly guys, they big fucking those sort of guys, and see me, and it was always dead loud and noisy, and then see when that come through, obviously on the radio, it was dead silence, honest to God. All these guys that are just full of their bravado, and it's just the fact it's young kids, man, it's like fucking hell. 5 and 6 year olds or whatever, and they're just going, all these guys, deadly silence. It was very, very eerie. But yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Horrible news.
Sorry for diverting that.
Yeah.
There's a question at next. I've lost track.
I think it's Tam's because I didn't get the Ronald Reagan.
Ah, yeah, right. So, Tam, the Clarence Hotel in Dublin is co-owned by members of which band?
Boyzone.
Boyzone.
I think I might know who it is.
Life.
Is it U2?
It's U2.
Fuck, after I said it, as band.
Do we even know what question we're on?
Fuck, what's it?
This will be 5.
Oh, so Tam's just had his 5th.
Yeah.
So Gary, number 5.
What's your back off at 2?
No.
But he went first, so if you've asked him one, then you need to ask
ones like, does anyone care?
So Gary, people are sometimes described jokingly as being one sandwich short of a what?
What the fuck?
What?
Come on, he had bloody Ronald Reagan.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that, Tam?
Ronald Reagan one was a piece of piss. It was easy peasy.
So was what forever? There you stand. I would have got that one.
Oh, mate.
Right, I've got a tie break for you.
Go, here we go. So
Okay.
this is what we turned up for.
58 minutes and we finally hit the bit that matters. Let's go.
How long did Apollo 11 take to travel to the moon?
In days?
Days.
Oh, this one. I've seen the film. I think it's about an hour and 20 minutes.
So Tam goes, how long? What, in days? I say yes, days. And your response is an hour and 20 minutes.
That wasn't right. Serious.
Oh, man.
I'm saying I've seen the film.
Oh. I can't see you.
Right. I haven't locked that in. That was just me.
Yeah, you was just trying to be facetious. I'm going to go for 22 days.
That's 23. I remember it well.
Are you locking in that answer?
Yeah.
So the winner of this week's very unexciting quiz is Tam.
Oh!
It took 4 days.
You could have done it
You
in
should have
hours,
stuck with
mate.
your hour and 20
Yeah.
minutes.
You'd have been closer. Ridiculously, you would have been actually closer. So all it takes 4 fucking days.
4 days.
I'm not going to stop for fuel or anything.
Stop off at a McDonald's.
Wimpy.
Yeah.
No, I generally don't know. Generally don't know how. Well, I do now.
It was 4 days.
It's 4 days.
4
mate.
days. Yeah,
I think the fact that you're saying that
Christmas.
you don't actually know is a lie because you do actually know because you just get told.
it's 4 days.
Yep.
Well, cheers, Tom. Really enjoyed the new format. Went swimmingly. Well, 1 minute each. Would have done it in 2 minutes. We've done 25. So
Nice, mate. Nice. To be fair, we spoke about Lockerbie for about 20 of those minutes.
yeah, we did.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go.
We did.
So there we go. I think that'll do us, boys. I
Absolutely.
think we'll leave it in a low.
Have a lovely week.
Yeah.
Which shall try.
See you later, guys. Yeah,
See you in about 5
Bye.
minutes. Bye.
Yep.